Hey friends, what's up? Kevin here from the My Song of the Day Rock 2000 Today YouTube channel, and today is day 3 of our 2019 year-end awards in music. This time, we're looking at the 5 worst songs of 2019. So now we are looking at the 5 worst songs of 2019, and there's a couple of things I want to say before we really dive into it. One thing to remember is if I was going to pick any 5 songs from 2019, this list would be just riddled with pop songs because, oh dear God, don't really want to listen to those. However, that's a little too easy, so I want to go with some more rock and metal songs specifically because, again, we are a rock and metal channel, so I want to talk about the songs that really got under my skin and really kind of just got me mad and I really didn't like them. However, remember, this is my opinion. Your fan vote, the My Song of the Day Rock 2000 Day community fan vote, will be shown between number 2 and number 1. So you guys get to see where you as a collective kind of stack up against my list as well, so we can compare, contrast, and talk about it. But until then, sit back, relax, get the popcorn ready. These are the 5 worst songs of 2019 in order. The 5th worst song of the year, in my opinion, is Apocalypse by Lacuna Coil. This song talks all about the end of an establishment and the current state. So whether it's political, societal, economical, mental, whatever it may be. It has a very similar intro than the song Stronger Than You Know by New Year's Day, and it has a very similar flow throughout. I really didn't like that song when it came out. I still don't, so this one rubbed me the wrong way, of course, right when it came out. The real reason why I don't like the song is because it has a very monotonous feel to it. The vocals are very dialed back from Christina on this one, and that negatively affects the song because it doesn't give you any impact or drive on it. It doesn't hit hard at all. The chorus has a variation between mix of clean vocals and unclean vocals as expected. However, that lack of a variation in pitch, especially from Christina's vocals on this one, really brought over the monotony. Overall, why I didn't like the song was because it really was like a flatline song, especially with the vocals from Christina. It was monotonous and forgetful, and I really didn't care for it at all. And I have a feeling monotony is going to be a huge theme going forward in this one. The 4th worst song of 2019 is The Vengeance by Black Veil Brides. Now, the reason I didn't like this song is because given what the band is capable of, blending that 80s glam rock, glam metal style with hard rock and metalcore style of today, they really fell flat on this one, and the monotonous feel was really a killer for me on this one as well. Taking a look at Andy's vocals particularly, he does not really change pitch or tone on anything. It's very flatline in his delivery, and that takes away from the song entirely. If you look on the opposite end, with the other song that came out on the Nightmare EP, Saints of the Blood, the vocal range is much more pronounced, but it does so much more for the song and giving it much more emotion, where this one, it was just very flatline. You take a look at the instrumentation as well, and it is just as flat, where the song has a consistent faster pace to it in the verses and slows up in the chorus, but there's no change in variation in pitch or sound or tone or anything really. It's another flat line. And the reason why this song is on here, again, it's so monotonous and flatline, it doesn't sit well with me at all. Now, this isn't me just bashing Black Veil Brides, because on the flip side, their song Saints of the Blood, I thought was absolutely fantastic. This one though, boop, flatline. The 3rd worst song of the year is A Liar's Funeral by Slipknot. Now, I believe this song is all about what had been happening in 2019 with the lawsuit regarding Chris Fenn. If you want to take a look at what happened on that one, Google Chris Fenn Slipknot and you'll find a bunch of stuff on it. Now, the intro starts out with a more acoustic kind of sounding song, which I thought, wait, is this just like Through Glass by Stone Sour? I mean, it would make a lot of sense, but why were they doing this on this one? And the song basically reminds me of another Stone Sour song, but it's more methodically, run and a little bit bland, but it also has these unclean vocals from Corey Taylor that just really don't mix well at all in that kind of sound. And just overall, it sounds like a spite song that was rushed and postly hasted through because they wanted to get it out there and spite Chris Fenn, and it really left a raw taste in my mouth and a horrible taste in my mouth. So overall, I didn't like this song because it kind of mixed a weird style with it, with Stone Sour and unclean vocals that didn't go well, and the fact that its hasty delivery as a spite song really rubbed me the wrong way, and it definitely deserves a spot on this list. The second worst song of 2019 is Will We Ever Learn by Wage War. I dislike the song because of the construction of it and the placement of it on the album. It's constructed to have this very defeated feel, and it drags you down completely, and I just don't care for it at all as a single song or at the end of the album as well if you listen to it the entire way through. The fill in between the chorus and the verse, yes, it is heavier, but it does give off a full-on defeated feeling. The clean vocals do not show nearly enough range that they did on Me Against Myself, so it really just brings down the album as a whole. And its placement is horrible because the album itself has themes of talking about depression, suicide, getting rid of toxic people, and defeating all of these battles within yourself. And it ends with a song that sounds so defeated, it seems like you lost your battle with all this stuff. Overall, I hated this song because it completely ruined any momentum the album had, especially right at the end, because you're taking an album that's going to inspire hope, and you have a song that sounds completely defeated. Honestly, what are you guys doing? It made absolutely no sense. It left such a bad taste in my mouth and really hampered the album down for me as well. Okay, so before we go to number one, let's take a look at the fan vote for worst songs of 2019 picked by you, the viewers of the My Song Today Rock 2000 Today YouTube channel, or fans of our Instagram page and Twitter page and Facebook. Wonder how you guys compare to mine. Let's go to number one. And the worst song of 2019 is Nihilist Blues by Bring Me the Horizon. Why this song is the worst is because this song had confirmed my fears of what Bring Me the Horizon was going to do, where they took a song, stripped away their sound completely, and went with a full-on EDM track. It completely stripped away any of that sound, so it doesn't even sound like Bring Me the Horizon at all unless you really listen to Ali Sykes' voice. Now, this seems like the 2019 version of me of One Track Mind by 30 Seconds to Mars, where it's a song that's trying to fishnet, which means you're trying to get as many people as possible within that pop music setting to listen to it. You're going to try and get it on the radio, and because that's what's popular today, making a song like that is going to get more people interested in your band. So easily trying to fishnet with it, and that just really got away from me because there is no discerning quality in this whole entire thing. I can't even tell that this is a Bring Me the Horizon song. It sounds like David Guetta featuring Ali Sykes. That's really what it sounds like. But in comparison, they did something similar with Ludens, which came out in November of 2019. And it's much different because they have more rock and metalcore tendencies in that song, mixing it with EDM, which I was hoping what Nihilist Blues could have been. But no, this was a straight up EDM track. And that's why it is the worst, because this is not something that Bring Me the Horizon should have done. Had they replaced this one with Ludens, my God, it would have been so much better. But Nihilist Blues, boom, bam, worst song of the year. Alright guys, that's it for me. Thanks for watching the top 5 worst songs of 2019 with Nihilist Blues by Bring Me the Horizon being the worst. If you like this video, give me the like. If you dislike it, give me the dislike. But put in the comments your top 5 worst albums of 2019 so we can talk about them and compare them, and you guys can talk about my list as well. If you like the channel, hit that subscribe button and the bell icon to be notified when we release videos every single Wednesday, some special Monday ones, the podcast Tuesday ones, and each subsequent 2019 year-end award videos, because they're coming out day after day after day. So you can also follow us on social media as well, like Facebook. We post anytime anything comes out on there. You can also go to Twitter as well to talk to us. Instagram, where you can talk to us. We ask you questions. You can watch our IGTV videos every single Tuesday and get a behind-the-scenes look at what's going on with us. And you can join our Instagram live streams every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Central, because when you get to do that, you can ask us questions about music or life or whatever. And if you want to hear the song of the day, 30-second preview selections every single day, boom, all 3 will work. And follow us on TikTok as well. We just do some fun stuff on there. Get that out of here. Talk about the Chord Progression Podcast. It is our very own podcast where we get to do some fun things like deep dive into the world of music that is today and talk about certain topics that happen throughout the course of the week in rock music. We also get to talk to you guys, the fans, where we'll interview the fans as well. One other thing we will do is when it comes to the album reviews that we get to do, we will go song by song on the podcast as well and really give you a deep dive feel into the album. We also have interviewed smaller bands on the podcast as well, and we're hoping to do bigger ones in 2019, but it's a great way to get in the know with some of these smaller bands and get to know them on more of a level and human approach, because, you know, you might just see them in the music videos, but this one, we're just talking to them just straight up and having a great conversation. You can listen to new episodes every single Tuesday, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, or you can watch them here on YouTube as well. Everything I mentioned, links in the description below. And you can also please enable our Amazon Alexa skill because you can hear the whole entire song of the day selection for that day on the Alexa skill. So it's a great way to, you know, wake up during the day, go to bed, rediscover an old band you forgot about, discover a new band you didn't know about. And every single Saturday for Small Band Saturday, get to listen to a small emerging band that you guys might want to check out. So it's a great way to get in the know and expand your rock music and metal music liking. So please enable that. And I want to thank you guys for watching this video. We are halfway through the year-end awards, and my God, we're doing fine. Let's go to the next one tomorrow. Please join us. Till then, this is Kevin from the My Song Day Rock 2000 Today YouTube channel. Let's get the hat flip. Ow! See ya!